All right, my people, welcome back onto this channel. Thanks so much for subscribing to this channel. Our prayer has been that the good Lord will continue to support you all in all your endeavors as you keep supporting this channel. Yeah, we say a very big amen to that. Well, my people, this is another one reaching us right now. Well, Oduduwa Nation no going back, and exactly what the people are still talking about. Well, my people, finally, trouble looms for Olubadan, the new Olubadan of Ibadan right now, as Yoruba youth now set to deal with him for selling Yoruba land to the Fulanis. My brother, my sister, no be small something. Well, what majority of the Yoruba people right now have now woken up, and then this time around they have seen the enemies of Yoruba land. Well, a lot of people before now have been like, oh, yes, so maybe this new Olubadan after the death of the last Olubadan before this new one. They were like, well, this new Olubadan, maybe he will do the best thing, he will do the right thing for the people. And at least maybe he will be the one to even help out. But the worst had happened. Yeah, so the reverse have been the case. And then right now, there is a lot of trouble for the new Olubadan right now, because it's now finally exposed for giving out position, great Yoruba people's position to the Fulanis, meaning what? And yeah, you know what that means. And then onto this, a lady has actually reacted and then gave a lot of illustrations that all these ones that these Yoruba kings are doing, that they know what they are doing. But and then in case they don't know what they are doing, he gave a story of the Usman Danfodio. How Usman Danfodio was able to take over Hausa land, and then how he collected their land, and then called all his people to take over the Hausa land. And then how it happened, he said, well, according to history, Usman Danfodio was a miserable man in his own community. In fact, because of all the atrocities he committed in his community, he was sent out of his community based on all the atrocities he committed. And then from there he looked for a land that he would be able to keep himself. You understand? And then according to the history, Usman Danfodio went to Hausa land. From there, he went there as if he was a very good person, not knowing that this same person that came to Hausa land had committed a lot of atrocities in his own community before he was sent away. He was sent out of his community based on all the atrocities he had committed. Now he came to Hausa land, and this time around, he was not pretending to be a good man. He was pretending to be a good person. At the end of the day, he was preaching religion to these people. He was preaching religion to the Hausas, and they thought he was a good man. They were listening to him. Before you knew it, he changed a lot of things. Because Hausa on their own, before Usman Danfodio came to the land, they have their own culture. But this time around that Usman Danfodio came to the land, he changed the whole culture simply because he started by preaching religion to them. And they thought, oh, they have seen a Messiah. Hey, they thought they have seen a good person. And then before you know it, this man took over the land. He got some respect in the land when he sees that, oh, he had been on top of his game, that a lot of them respected him. The next thing, he now went back to his community, brought in his people. Now we are talking about the Fúláñi people, how they got to Hausa land. That's why you see most of them don't even hear Hausa. When you speak to them, they speak another language. Their own language is different from the Hausa. So he now went there he brought in this jihad. and this Akada to Hausa land. You can imagine how he got to Hausa land. He is not from there. Then he now went to bring his own people. Then, this set of people on their own part, the Usman Danfodio and their people, they never have love for the Hausas. Their own is just to take over the land, and that was a trick Usman Danfodio used to enter into the land. And then from there, he brought his own people from another community to Hausa land. Then from there, he started killing all the Hausas in the land. They started killing them, tearing them apart, doing all sorts of things to them. Before you know it, they took over the land. And then exactly what the people are now talking about, that this is exactly the same thing they are trying to do to the people. This is exactly the same thing the Fúlànís are trying to do. They want to take over the whole country according to what legacy their father brought in, Usman Danfodio. And that is why you see that anytime any Fulani man is arrested, you will see that after some time nothing will happen. They will still release them. But when a Yoruba man tries to do something that is not even close to that, the next thing they will go and kill that person immediately. And exactly why the people are saying they will not, the Yoruba people right now are saying they will not allow all these kings to rest. That this time around, it is time to even chase all the kings out, since they are the enemies of the people. And then right now, as we speak, trouble looms for the new Olubadan, as Yoruba youth now set to deal with him for selling Yoruba land to the Fúlànís. And then when you take a look at what is even happening, look at the Oba of Oluwo of Iwo right now. Talking about this Oba Abrashid. Look at, he now went to the Hausa land, to the Fúlàní, to marry a Fúlàní people, so that he will have them as in-law. Before you know it, they will keep coming in. Oh, they are coming to visit their in-law. Before you know it, they will start buying lands. Before you know it, they will give them land, so to say, and then the next thing will now be history. Because these people, by the time one of them comes into the land, the next thing you will just see about 1,000 of them. They will tell you it's their land and exactly what they want to do to the Yoruba people. That's why the Yoruba people right now have woken up that, hey, they will not allow these Obas to continue to kill them, because right now it's not going to be an easy thing at all. Well, and a lot of people onto this one have actually reacted, and then according to Soji, say, well, all these useless kings in the Yoruba land know about the atrocities being committed by these Fulani folks, and rather than encouraging their people to fight against them, they are empowering them more by giving them positions such as what we have been hearing, and exactly what it is. They are now giving them positions in Yoruba land, so that at the end of the day, it will be easier for them, simply because of peanuts. Some sort of people were asking the questions that why is it that the Obas, the kings, are now giving positions to these Fulani people in Yoruba land? And then somebody answered by saying that, well, they have paid them some billions of naira, so because of that, they are ready to sell the people of Yoruba. That is why the youth now have to wake up, that any king that is trying to kill the people, then they said the people need to wake up right now and then descend on such king. And then my people, a lot of things are actually happening. Then that is why the people are screaming right now that they have to get their own nation. That Oduduwa nation, no going back. Well, according to Golden Sun 49, says, well, until the people in Ibadan wake up, without that, it will happen everywhere in Yoruba land. Why can't youth go to his useless palace and tell him to cancel that title? Yes, because right now he has been giving out title to some Fúláñi people in Yoruba land, so that what will happen. And then that's why the people are trying to give no information, no stories about what had happened earlier, how Usman Danfodio came to Hausa land, took over. He pretended as if he was a good man. He was preaching religion to them. From there, he changed their culture. When he now noticed that, oh, a lot of them have accepted him, he now went back to his own community, brought in this set of jihad, the Al-Qaeda. These people came in and then they started, slicing the throat, killing all the Hausas in the land, and then that is the legacy they want to bring to Yoruba land. That is why in Nigeria right now you will discover that most of all the great positions in the country are being taken over by the Fúláñi people, and yet the the other region are being used to back them up. They are under them, meanwhile they are leading. No wonder they say they are born to rule, and exactly what it is. Right now, everybody needs to wake up before this one escalates. And my own greatest surprise right now has been that for our whole Yoruba king not to have this sense, or for our whole Yoruba king to say, oh, because of peanuts, you want to sell the people to the land. And then that exactly had been the worries of the people right now. The youth need to wake up fast as possible, and that's what we are getting. The Yoruba people need to reintroduce the old operation wet of the 50s, 60s, 70s scene, the Yoruba land, to curb all these corrupt leaders, most especially the corrupt obas. All right, this one has been said by Clement Williams. That is serious. All right, so and then as it stands right now, until the people in Ibadan wake up, without that it will happen everywhere in Yoruba land. And that's another one that has also been said. All these useless kings in the Yoruba land know about the atrocities being committed by these Fúláñi folks, and rather than encouraging their people to fight against them, they are empowering them more by giving them positions, and exactly what the people are saying. Well, Omo Ilu is says, well, Yorubas are now in a peculiar mess, aka Penkele mess situation now across Yoruba land. It is time to Téñsiøn any Oba. This one has been said by Omo Ilu is saying. All right, and that's exactly what it is. So it is time to Téñsiøn any Oba. That make una no look their face again, because this set of people, they don't have any good plans for the people. Why would you be giving positions to Fúláñi in Yoruba land so that they will take over their land simply because you have been giving peanuts? All right, my people, everybody needs to wake up, and exactly what it is right now onto this one, my people. What more can we say? Meanwhile, let me have your own take on this, and remember to subscribe for more updates if you are new on this channel. All right, thanks and God bless.